guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video because this is one of my favorite kinds of videos to watch. I love to see other drugstore makeup videos, especially for acne prone skin like myself. So today I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my foundation routine with drugstore products that I use for my acne problem. So the first thing that I always use is moisturizer, which I've already done. So I wash my face, I use toner on my face, then I follow with moisturizer. This is Target's brand of like the Clean and Clear one, you know, the dual treatment oil-free moisturizer. And then I follow next with my hard candy primer. So you can buy this at Walmart. This is the color correcting. So with my acne problems and with my redness, I like to use a green based primer to help balance that out. And it's just gonna make the foundation look so much better. So I just take a little bit of that and put it all over once my moisturizer has dried. And I really enjoy this primer because it makes my skin feel really smooth. And it just makes a nice, amazing base for your makeup. And I don't know if you can tell, but like the redness kind of dissipates a little bit with that. So one of my favorite, number one favorite probably, drugstore foundations is the Revlon ColorStay for combination oily skin. I have used this for so long, I find it to be very comparable to MAC's Studio Fix. Did I really just say Studio Fix? Studio Fix Fluid. And this is in the shade, this one I always buy, 220 Natural Beige. I find that it matches me really well when I'm not self-tanned, and I'm not self-tanned right now. This is a brand new one because I just ran out of my old one. So yeah. Of course now my hands are all like sticky from my primer. Hello! Alright, so the only thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't come in a pump. It's just like a top right there, but it's so amazing, it is worth it. So there's two ways that I like to apply my foundation, either with a buffing brush or my beauty blender. So today I'm going to use my beauty blender. So I just take a little bit on a flat foundation brush and I do a few dabs all over my face. Oh, I forgot how much I love this foundation. Like literally, the coverage is just prime. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm actually going to dampen it with some icing setting spray, which is for oil control. And I'm just gonna spray my beauty blender. And now I'm just going to start, God, my phone, like stop. And now I'm just going to blot the foundation into my skin. Favorite things about this foundation is that it's very buildable. So I'm going to take just a little bit more. So it depends if you want to go like a little lighter or heavier, because I'm breaking out quite a bit because it's that time of the month, if you catch my drift. So I am just going to dab a little bit more on, just where I find that I have like the most hyperpigmentation, acne, and redness. Like wherever I feel like I have the most troubled areas, I'll go back and apply a little bit more. And the good thing is when you're blending it in with the beauty blender, I can't talk clearly, it's still kind of early, but when I blend it in with my beauty blender, it helps to keep the foundation in place. You don't really have to worry about movement and worry about like your redness coming back through. And always again, make sure you blend into your hairline, down onto your jawline. You don't want to have lines, honey. So once I finish with that, I'll go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is like wicked popular, and I found out about it through YouTube. Everybody says it's very comparable to MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer. So I got this online. They sell it at drugstores in many places, though it was literally like a few dollars. So it comes in this little squeezy tube here. This is in the color Natural Ivory. And I'm just going to highlight under my eyes with a nice little triangle here. Another triangle here. And I'm going to do an inverted triangle on my forehead. I'm gonna bring it down my nose. And just a dab on my chin. And then if you have any other areas that give you trouble, then I would recommend concealing there as well. And then I'm just gonna take the Beauty Blender and go for it. Now my face just appears a lot more bright and awake, which is always nice to highlight your face. So I'm just gonna say I've done videos on this numerous times. My holy, holy, holy grail makeup setter is the Airspun translucent face powder. Unfortunately, I bought this at CVS over a year ago, or maybe 2 years at this point, and it's lasted me forever. There's just a ton of product in here and I use it every day. Unfortunately, a lot of people say they cannot find it in their drugstore, which is really unfortunate, but I do say you can find it online on your local, like Amazon, it's universal, but you can get it on like Amazon or something like that, unless you find it in a drugstore. But this stuff is amazing, you won't slip at all. So I put a little bit in the top of the cap here. And then I just take a small powder brush, and the first thing that I always do is set under my eyes, because I always crease under my eyes if I don't set it. So I'll just set under my eye area where we just highlighted. Just for a little bit of extra coverage, I take my Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the color Sandstorm, and I'm just going to press that into my skin. For a little bit of extra coverage, a little extra matteness, because I really, really love having a matte finish on my skin. And then just to give myself extra comfort knowing that my makeup's gonna stay on all day, I'll take a little more of that translucent powder and go over my T-zone where I get oily. It's gonna help me soak up any oil where I would typically get oily. And I'll even put a little bit on my cheeks, which doesn't typically get oily, but a little extra protection doesn't bother me because I am an oily person. So now that I have a nice even complexion and I'm ready to go in and contour, I'm going to use my absolute favorite contour powder ever. This is NYC's bronzer in the color Sunny from their Smooth Skin line, and I'm going to be taking a dry stipple brush. And I'm just going to contour right in the hollows of my cheekbones. By using this brush, it just makes it look a lot more natural and airbrushed. There's no harsh lines. It looks like more of a natural shadow, and it helps to give some warmth to the face if you're very fair like I am. It's nice to bronze up. And then I'm also going to go on the outer temples of my head because I'd like to give my round shape of a face a little bit more of a thin, narrow look. How to look slimmer on camera. It's called contour, people. Now I just blend to my heart's content. And if you want to look extra skinny, I like to put some on my double chin. Judge me if you want, but it actually works. So the next thing that I'm going to do is take my NYX powder blush in the color Dusty Rose, which I absolutely love, and I love that NYX is now in my local drugstore at CVS and Target. This is my go-to blush for an everyday look. It's very just natural. It looks, to me, it feels like I just like went out in the snow and got like rosy cheeks. So I'm just going to take some on my small powder brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to pop that on the outer apple of the cheek, right above the contour. I don't want to bring it in too much because it's just going to make my face look fuller. And it just adds a little pop of color without looking too harsh. It looks more of a natural little glow. And you know what my favorite thing that I've been following up with lately is from Hard Candy, which I bought at Walmart. This is their baked blush in Living Doll. And it looks like this. It's a gorgeous shimmery light pink color. And I'll take my little e.l.f. Small stipple brush, which is going to just give me enough, little bit of product just to add a glow. And I'm going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks, but on the higher side. And I use it kind of as a highlighter blush combo So as you can see now, when the light hits my cheek, it is very glowy. It looks very like a higher cheekbone, which is always nice. And I just dust that right along the upper apple. And it gives you an absolutely beautiful glow. It just makes the skin look absolutely stunning. And it's also very inexpensive. And then just to set everything, I'll go back again with my Icing Dance the Night Away Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. And I'll set my face. And then I feel like I'm all set for oil control. I have a nice full coverage face. It's very, very easy to achieve this. It's also very inexpensive. Personally, I'm a huge fan of drugstore makeup. It's probably #1. It has my heart in full. Yeah, drugstore makeup's my friend. I work for MAC. I love MAC makeup with all my heart, but not only do I love their products, but I am a big fan of drugstore makeup as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this foundation routine for full coverage and for acne and all of that. As you can see, you can totally transform your skin to look flawless if you just use the right products and whatnot. So anyway guys, what are your favorite drugstore foundation products that are nice and full coverage? What do you recommend for everybody? Like, tell me your makeup story. What other videos do you want to see from me in the future? Because I want to make 2015 the best year ever. So comment down below. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.